Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a May favorites. However, I didn't do a favorites video last month, or I don't think I've done one for the past 2 to 3 months. So this is going to be a wrap up of the past few months or so. Before jumping into the video, I have a few announcements for you guys. One is that I am traveling a lot in the month of June. I'm also moving and everything came up very last minute. So a lot of my videos are going to be pre-recorded this month. I just want to give you guys that info because I always like knowing when someone's videos are pre-recorded or just know the background story, because sometimes we say stuff that's not up to date or it just seems a little dated even though it's only been like a 2-week difference. So just know that for my future videos that are coming up, they've all been pre-planned and pre-recorded. If I even have any videos, I'm pretty bad at pre-recording. We'll see how it goes, which also leads me into my next announcement, and that is the makeup I currently have on. You guys know I always link in the description box what it is that I'm wearing if the video isn't about the makeup, but this makeup is a part of the reason why I'm traveling in the month of June. It's for the launch of something really exciting that I don't know how much information I can actually share with you guys about the whole thing. So I would list in the description box what I have on, but it's a secret at the moment. As soon as I can give you guys the info, I will let you know. But definitely give me a follow on Snapchat and Instagram. Follow my Instagram stories because I will be posting about it while I'm traveling, which will give you an inside scoop as to what I am up to. I'll give you all the deets. So follow me there. And one last thing, whenever I film really chatty, talky videos like today's, I have to turn the face detect on my camera, which makes me look like butter. You guys, I don't normally look like this. Like, I look like mantequilla. It's an issue with Sony cameras. If you're concerned about it, maybe you want to get into YouTube or film videos. If you're gonna buy an older Sony model, just Google Sony waxy skin issue so you know which cameras do this, because it's not something you can turn off. It's not like a skin smoothing effect. That is turned off. It's when face detect is on, it immediately starts to smooth out skin or faces that it recognizes. So just wanted to give you guys that info because I know people will comment that I look absolutely flawless and it's just the camera. Hate to break it to you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into today's favorites. All right, I'm gonna kick things off by talking about this Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in the shade TAN-TASTIC. A lot of you guys actually recommended this to me when I was on the hunt for a new bronzer, and let me just tell you, it is as amazing as all of you said it was. It is so blendable. It's the perfect shade of bronze. It's sort of taupey, but it doesn't pull too gray on the skin or look muddy. It does have a fragrance to it, which you guys know I don't really like fragrance, but when the bronzer is this good, I could care less. I would buy 10 of these, and I know Marc Jacobs did send out a PR package that contained this and a few other of their coconut products, but I don't know what happened to mine. I'm just over here like, is it ever gonna show up? But anyway, regardless, I would seriously buy 10 more of these because I know this is a limited edition packaging. They don't always come in this white compact, but I love the packaging. It's so sleek, it's so thin. I would definitely take this with me on my travels because the mirror inside is gigantic. It literally fills up the entire compact. So you don't even have to take a separate mirror to get ready, and you can use this as your get ready mirror when you travel. I just absolutely love it. I have nothing bad to say about it, and you will probably see me use this in every single video until it no longer exists because that's how much I love it. Speaking of Marc Jacobs, I also have 2 other products, the coconut or the Do You Dew Drops Coconut Gel, and also the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. This is old. This came out maybe like a year ago. It's nothing new, but the reason I'm showing you guys this one is because I love mixing it with the Dew Drops for an all over glow. It's like creating your own custom illuminating primer. You get the hydration from this, the illumination from the Dew Drops, and the Dew Drops, I'm gonna swatch them for you guys. It's the perfect champagne gold highlight. It's just so stunning. You can also mix the Dew Drops into your foundation. I'm loving all things Marc Jacobs, which one more Marc Jacobs product, and then I'm done with Marc Jacobs. The last Marc Jacobs product I wanna talk about are the highliners, both the Salud, that was MEEKA, both the shimmery and the matte eyeliners. These are such a great quality and they stay put on the waterline. I get a ton of questions from you guys asking which eyeliners I recommend for tight lining that won't transfer to the lower waterline or that won't smear or smudge throughout the day, and these really do stay put. And I really love the fact that they have darker shades that aren't black that are a little more subtle if you're not used to wearing a black liner in the waterline. I believe the colors are Earthquake and Irony. I'll make sure to swatch them next to the black liner so you guys can get a better look. I was also obsessed for a while with, I believe it's called Fine Wine. It's like a deep, this one, like a deep maroon matte red. It's just so beautiful. And I'm done with Marc Jacobs now. Moving on, just having a little Marc moment because I'm obsessed. The next product I want to talk about is this facial cleansing device by Foreo. I believe this is called the Foreo Play. So there are larger ones that you guys might have seen. This is like the tiny version of those bigger ones. And this one, how it's different from the bigger versions is that it's only meant to last, I believe it's 145 washes or 48 washes, something like that. I forgot what they told me at Sephora. And then the battery dies. So this one you don't recharge, you don't replace the battery, you just use it until the battery dies, which it's supposed to be that amount of washes that I mentioned, and then you're done with it. So the reason I bought the Foreo Play versus one of the larger ones is because I wanted to test it out before I committed to buying the bigger one, which is far more expensive. And when you buy this one, you get a little coupon in the package for money off the larger one once this one dies. I'm still using my cleansing bar from Drunk Elephant. I just lather it up all over my skin and then I take my Foreo Play and just further work the lather into my skin. And I just feel like my skin looks a lot cleaner and fresher whenever I use the little Foreo Play. I only use it at night. And these are silicone bristles, which are, I believe, like antibacterial, or I don't know what's so special about the silicone, but it's just really effective. I really like it, and I think I will be purchasing the larger one once the battery dies on this one because I like it that much. Next, I have the Melanie Mills Gleam Body Radiance in collaboration with SONJDRA DELUXE. SONJDRA, this is an amazing product. I don't really own that many body radiance illuminating products. I usually will mix in a face illuminator into my moisturizer for that. But I recently went to Namies, which is a beauty supply store here in LA, and I saw this and swatched it and I was like, okay, I need this one for summer. It's called Peach Deluxe and it's like a perfect peachy champagne nude highlighter for the body. I purposely didn't apply it to my upper body because I wanted to do it on camera for you guys, but I cannot go without adding this now for my videos or for my makeup photos. It just adds a nice pop to the rest of the body. So that way, not just the face is glowing, but also the rest of the body. And it's gonna be an absolute must-have for summer when you're showing off the legs and the arms. So let me just apply this so you guys, you know, I should just stop talking about it and put it on. So I'm just taking like a little dollop of it and I'm gonna do it on my shoulder right here. It's just so we can do a comparison from one shoulder to the next. I don't know if you see that little added pop it gives. Let's put this all over the chest. And also it smells delicious. It almost smells like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know, like vanilla? It probably smells like vanilla something. Okay, a little crazy there. But do you see how it's like a peachy champagne color? Oh my God, it's so pretty. I love it. I hope they make this permanent. I have a feeling it's limited edition since it is a collab with an influencer, but I mean, look at that. Thank you, SONJDRA. Okay, next one. Next, I want to talk about the Dior Show Brow Styler Eyebrow Pencil, and I honestly think my brows look the most natural when I use this brow pencil versus other ones that I have used or other brow products. But I will say I recently replenished this brow pencil and I bought the wrong color. I bought Universal Dark Brown and the pencil I was using before was Universal Brown. For my brows, I always like going like half a shade or just a pinch lighter than my actual brow hair because my brow hair is black. So if I use a black eyebrow pencil or something like Granite by Anastasia, my brows look really scary and really intense. So I always like going off of the highlights in my hair, which is kind of a good general rule for you guys out there as well. Go with the highlights or whatever the undertone is in your hair so that way it all looks really cohesive. Right now this works because my hair is a little bit darker, but if not, I feel like my brows look really bold. So Universal Brown is definitely a winner for me and I will keep replenishing this in the shade Universal Brown. Oh, and this is the brow pencil I currently have in my brows. The Marc Jacobs bronzer is also the bronzer I currently have on my skin, and that's all the info I can give you. Everything else is top secret for now. Next, I want to talk about these Bite Beauty lip pencils. They recently launched a bunch of nude shades and now they launched the summer shades, and these are the best lip pencils I don't know if they're topping my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On lip pencils. Those are still really good, but I love these for the fact that they're a classic lip pencil, just like the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On lip pencils. I love to sharpen my lip liners. I don't like mechanical ones really. These pencils, the shade range is amazing. I'm almost positive you will find a lip pencil that matches your most random lip color that you might have at home. Just a really great quality. And Bite Beauty has recently been doing these little videos on their Instagram where they show them milling the pigments into their lip products. It's really cool. Check it out. Check out the lip pencils. They're amazing. Just a few more items and I'm done. Next, I want to talk about the Urban Decay De-Slick Complexion Primer. If you watched my most recent bridal makeup tutorial, I used this primer in that video just on the T-zone. This primer works really well at controlling oil. So whether you have an oily T-zone or you're oily all over, I highly recommend you check this out. It really mattifies the skin and controls or continues to control the amount of oil throughout the day. I find that whenever I use this primer in the T-zone, I don't really have to touch up my makeup like I normally do when I use a hydrating primer all over. So I like using this in the T-zone and then the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops in Coconut Primer combo everywhere else. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Medium Peach. This isn't an exact dupe for NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Honey. This is more of like, I don't want to call it like a golden peach. Honey to me is more like pink peach. This is more like yellow peach. But it's a great correcting concealer for the inner corner part of the eyes or any dark circles. It's really creamy. I've been using this regularly as my correcting concealer versus my NARS Radiant Creamy Honey. I still use that one. That's still an all-time favorite of mine, but I've been using this one just as much, and it's a great drugstore and affordable option. And the last thing I want to mention is actually a technique I've been doing, not so much a product, even though there are certain products that I use for this technique. I have been loving mixing a matte long wear foundation with a very dewy luminous foundation. The combo just looks flawless and it lasts longer than a dewy foundation would on its own. I don't really wear matte foundations because my skin can look really dry and it can look really heavy on my skin type. But I do love them. It's just I can't wear them on their own. So I've been mixing my matte foundations with my favorite dewy foundations and I've been loving the results. I first discovered it when I mixed these two together, the Infallible Pro Matte and Pro Glow. This looks flawless, super seamless. I've used it in multiple videos. I'll link them in this video. Just click the little eye in the corner. Another foundation I've been using for this mixture is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Foundation because it's waterproof and long wearing. Let me know if you guys want an entire video on how I do this technique, my strategy, what products I use, how I mix them, how I apply them. Let me know and I will put that video together for you guys because I have been loving that combination. All right, and I believe that wraps up all of my current faves. I hope this video isn't too spazzy and all over the place like it was when I was actually filming it. So I hope that when I edit this video, it looks a little more put together, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And also, I just realized as I was finishing this video that I forgot to put together the giveaways, which I was supposed to include in this video like I promised in my last video. So there's gonna be all the info on how to enter it. I'm going to preview it on Snapchat and Instagram stories. So don't forget to follow me there, especially not just for the giveaway, but also so you guys can see what I'm up to this month and on my travels and see what this makeup look is all about, what the secret project is, what this crazy launch is. Follow me there for all that good stuff. And yeah, good luck guys. I love you. Subscribe, hit the like, subscribe, share this video with all your friends, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Oh my god, it's still recording.